There's muskie in here. I never knew that. What's that rock going out there? Not a rock. Dead deer. I'm starting to get like a bad feeling about this trip in general now, man. Hey there, so I'm headed to one of my favorite creeks. It's where I caught my largest smallmouth of last year. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give away whatever the lure is that catches the best and the most fish today. So let's get to the water. Now, in the past, when I've come down here fishing, I either have to wade or I bring the kayak. And when I caught that big fish, it was in the kayak, but it just darn near killed me trying to get up the steps. So today I got a different plan. Today we're going to use the paddleboard. So this is a perfect time to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zetta. Their 138 SUP pump. It's what's making this possible, because I really don't enjoy pumping up my paddleboard. I was able to fit it in the trunk of the car. This pump only weighs like 900 grams. They say it's the smallest in the world. So we're going to use this to fill the paddleboard while we get everything else set up. So while the pump is filling the paddleboard, I'm going to go take everything else down and get ready to get on the water. So they have a lot of different fittings, and it helps if you use the right one for your paddleboard. It'll finish up fast now. So once I got the right adapter on there, that only took a few minutes to pump all the way up. So pretty cool thing, nice time savings. It's so much easier to carry this 20-pound paddleboard down instead of the 110 or so pound kayak. So before we even get on the paddleboard, this is what I'm using today. I'm using the Kistler Kyrios. Got that with the Daiwa Salamandura, and I'm hoping that the Berkely Nessie 5-inch is the ticket today. It's pretty shallow out there, or at least looks shallow. Shallower than I remember it. That's the thing about these creeks, you know, as you get heavy rains and floodwaters come through, it kind of changes the layout a little bit. Okay, well, let's get on here. Honestly, this whole creek just looks like it could have fish in it. The leaves might make it hard on the Swimbait. Not sure. It's funny because now I'm sitting here thinking, you know, the last time I came down here, I started with a Swimbait as well, and it brought me nothing. So I'm not going to repeat last time's mistakes, hopefully. I've switched to a crankbait. Hopefully we can keep it off of the leaves as well. So far I haven't seen anything other than small minnows. Now, the spot where I caught my big one last year, definitely upstream from here. In fact, last year I didn't catch squat down in this section either, but the algae and the leaves, and treble hooks might be a problem today. Kind of up to lure number 3 very quickly. I'm just trying to get over here into a shallow spot. Get this backlash out of here. Kind of get dialed in. Yeah, see, I've been thinking this is all shallow, but it's nowhere near as shallow as it looks. Well, the first 3 lures have been a bust. It's just been kind of utter chaos, to be honest with you. So what do you do when things just aren't working out? I'll tell you what I do. I go to a confidence bait, and that means we're going to start throwing the Nikko Helgrammite. I've got it on an Owner Ultrahead offset Ned. So let's see if we can't catch a few fish here. I don't remember the last time I had so many backlashes either. Another one. What the? Maybe I need to put on my glasses and see what this thing is set on. Well, yeah. Set on 0. That's really not what we're looking for. Almost 0. There we go. Muskrat over there. Could be a beaver. That looks like a muskrat. He's pretty small. Basically, I'm just headed up to the stretch where I know I've had some success. We've been out here about an hour now. Really nothing other than some snags and some frustration because I'm headed into the wind. Wouldn't be able to do this without the motor. So this Bixby motor is awesome. We're going to head up to a stretch where I hope there's a little bit more current, and then we're just going to ride the current and the wind back down and fish our way back down and see if we can't salvage this day. Giant drum. My gosh, that thing scared me. A dead deer in the water. I was like, what's that rock doing out there? Not a rock. Dead deer. I'm starting to get like a bad feeling about this trip in general now, man. That's... Oh. Yeah, there's a nice smallmouth. Wasn't a giant, but just as I thought, he was sitting right where there's a little bit of current. I just didn't think they'd be that shallow. I mean, he wasn't even in a foot of water. Hey, we got one. Oh, he got off. And you know what? I didn't even feel him bite. He wasn't very big, but that's a positive sign. Well, he's not much. There's another soft bite too. Good news is the fish looks pretty healthy. Hey, we did not get skunked. See, there we go. Like I was saying, it feels like the wind has switched a little bit. So it came up this way into the wind, and now it kind of feels like the wind has turned and pushing me back upstream. There's the first little tap. See there? Yep. Oh, he got off. Okay, the biggest downside of paddleboard fishing versus kayak fishing is the wind. Really? People that kind of wonder, like, is the Bixby motor at 1 horsepower enough? Is it fast enough or whatever? Honestly, there's a lot of times I wish it was slower. I wish I had a slower speed. Another one just kind of like picked it up. He didn't tap it or anything. Just all of a sudden he was there. You know, because they're not really hitting it, I'm not getting much of a chance to set the hook either. You just kind of feel the weight and it's like, okay. Set the hook. Oh, that was a nice bite. It could be a little bit better. They're just fighting more. Just fighting more. Ooh, just had him on the lip too. There we go. Good, how you doing? Smallmouth. I saw one decent one, but I didn't hook into any big ones today.
I'm going muskie fishing.
There's muskie in here.
Oh yeah.
I never knew that.
I'm surprised you haven't seen them.
I'm sort of surprised. I've only fished this spot probably maybe 3 times on a kayak or today on the paddleboard. A lot easier to get this in than hauling a kayak in. So, well, hey, kind of a slow day of fishing. Saw some interesting sights. Got to meet somebody nice there. Kind of surprised that there's muskie in this place. Hey, yeah, Nikko Helgrammite. If you want to win a pack of Nikko Helgrammites, just leave a comment. You got to like the video, be subscribed, and in a week, so what's that, October 22nd? So on October 22nd in the morning, it's a Tuesday morning, I'm going to pull the winner. But I really appreciate Zetta for sponsoring this video. So check out the pump. I'll have a link in the description down below. And yeah, now it's time to pack this up and get home.